And hello, welcome to Kobold Press's channel, where sometimes people like me and people like this run a Thrones and Bones Norrøngard campaign in which we are going to play through the third adventure in the Thrones and Bones Sagas of Norrøngard adventure, the third adventure, level 3 adventure. And today we have a charity that we are supporting. If you would like to send some support over to the people of Ukraine, Roll vs. Evil, link will be in the chat. Some tabletop developers are putting forth some money towards that. So if you'd like to do that, you will see that. Dot will be putting it in chat. And if we could, please, we'll go over the recap. Who is it today? Who is it? Oh,
It's me!
Big Dave. Okay, go. Go, Big
Here we
Dave.
go.
Go.
Last time on Thrones and Bones, our adventurers, including the newly revived Toki, considered the strange events of the previous night over breakfast. While painting of the mysterious runes by unseen and uninvited visitors was disquieting enough, they did have a deadline to make, and so they set forth into the frigid wilderness around crumbs, I said the wrong name, but it's fine. Acting at the behest of Randur the Red, Jarl of Norrøngard, that's the one, the party were to meet with the Svaltavar agents of the mysterious Underhand, who had sent word to Norrøngard of their desire to defect. This would take them up the Svaltavar mountains, I'll try saying that 5 times fast, and into the heart of the earth through a valley cave known as Jotunhole. The road, while though rough and rarely trod, proved easily navigated, and the herdlands and farms of even Norrøngard's most adventurous denizens were soon left behind as the travelers pressed on. Eventually, they were delivered onto a pair of bridges spanning an immense gorge by way of a broad pillar of grim, wind-worn stone. Atop this pillar, slumped beneath the weight of time and disuse, was a collapsed tower tangled with a briar of predatory vines. Facing the spirit of a great boar who had succumbed to their thorned grasp, this party were able to banish the tortured spirit, but not without suffering under its withering attacks. Battered, but unwilling to fail in their duty, the group pressed on, traveling carefully and seeking to hide their progress from wild things that might haunt the mountains. They were again faced with a bridge. Here, a troll stood watch, greedily clutching its cauldron of fees, a hoard of wealth taken from the many waylaid travelers who had gone before them. Tricking their foe by playing upon his greed, the Norrøngardians earned their passage in exchange for a mere skin of water before quickly marching on, lest their lives be undone when the troll found their prize did not contain the mead of the gods. Finally, after a short rest to balm their feet and injuries, the party has arrived at the dicey depths of Jotunhole and prepares to push onwards. And now, the story continues.
So I have to ask all the players now. So if you were to add Dave to the credits of some animated cartoon series, what character would he play? Because I was thinking Wizard number 3.
Oh, do you ever watch Legend of Korra, where they have that radio broadcast announcer at the beginning of every episode to do the recap? Yeah, you give me that vibes, but more British. Yeah, if Monty Python did Legend of Korra, that's what you would be.
Why'd you say it like that? But
trying to get in a silly, trying to get in a silly, goofy mood. We're ready to go. We're at Jotunhole, baby. What do you mean?
Cool. One day I will be wizard number 1.
You're wizard
You're
number
one
in my
wizard
heart,
in my
Dave.
heart.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Hey, you have family in chat there apparently.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, they're here to embarrass you.
That's my job.
I hope you don't do anything that you regret.
Never. I regret nothing. Ever.
You're gonna have to take the satanic worship light today as well.
Okay.
I like satanic worship.
All right.
Do you remember when we played D&D?
Oh.
No. This is a chatting stream.
I actively block it out of my mind Monday to Wednesday when I'm not running games. Okay, all right. So the temperature drops noticeably as you come upon the large chamber. The walls are slick with thin layers of ice, and the floor of the cavern is a frozen pool. Upwellings of rock burst through the glassy surface at intervals, forming a stepping stone path of sorts affording access to a tunnel exit on the far side. And you all feel the cold starting to nip at your skin and causing the hairs on your body to stand up. What are you all doing?
As far as I'm aware, I still have the ring of warmth, so.
I'm slapping on a coat. I hate the cold.
How far are we, do we know, from the meeting place?
You would not know?
Okay. Would Tulami know?
I'm wondering if
Tulami, make a survival check.
I believe in you.
As invoked by Toki.
If anyone could lead us to a clandestine meeting,
18.
please.
18? Okay. You believe the place described in the map that was given to you is approximately 2 hours travel from where you are currently.
I think if we run, we should be able to make it a little under 2 hours.
Run, we're most likely to fall into one of these chasms or something with how icy it is in here.
Speaking of which, as you step along, you see the ice at your feet starting to spider and scrape in certain places. So it is most definitely thinner in some areas.
Ooh, that's
My
no
old-
good.
Can we just slide?
You would like to just
The
get
surface
down like
tension
like
would
you're,
be flat.
The ring of warmth doesn't emanate heat, right? It just protects you against the cold.
I'm pretty
let
sure,
me
yeah.
check.
I just thought that would be funny if we had Tulami get on the.
Yeah, you have resistance to cold damage, and you and everything you wear are unharmed by temperatures as low as -50.
Okay.
Nice.
Unharmed. Okay, it's a very broad term. Because like, what if you like licked a frozen pole or something? Like, would you be protected against that?
Apparently.
If it's
Nope.
above -50 degrees.
Yeah.
No Christmas story
But-
shenanigans here.
But it says unharmed. Your tongue still could be stuck to the pole though, and you could be unharmed, but you could just be stuck there.
Well, we'll come to that whenever it happens then.
Whenever
I think
Tulami
it- I
decides
think it
to lick
just
an icy
means
surface.
That like if you're carrying an apple, the apple is not going to freeze even if you're standing in -50 degrees.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
if you define harm, it means physical injury, especially that which is deliberately inflicted. I know that from a book
Yeah.
I read, not from like the internet or anything. I read books.
Yeah. So yeah, for sure. And Dot backing me up here. Like, it doesn't say that the pole can't hurt you.
So Tulami, as much as I appreciate your enthusiasm, I don't think running through this ice cave is really going to be the best idea. I think maybe we should take our time, especially with how everyone is feeling after our encounter with that boar.
Ooh, well, you know,
I
could
feel
definitely-
fine.
Good.
Okay.
That's good for you, Tulami, but I feel like I could die at any moment.
Well, that's
I always
typical.
felt like that, but
was going to-
especially now.
Okay, I guess we can wait. Are we going to wait or are we going to walk slowly?
I think
Celine
we
had a
just
story to tell us,
Proceed
didn't they?
carefully.
Out in front of you, you see some stones rising above the surface of the ice. They look like stepping stones from your vantage point. The ice itself does not appear to be covering these stones in a way that would make it difficult.
I try to jump from stone to stone. I'm assuming it's going up.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Please. 15.
Okay. So getting a running start, you see Tulami leap and make it the 10 feet over to the first stepping stone.
How big are the stones?
They look to be about 10 feet across, so they're fairly large. And they look like they are the worn down remnants of stalagmites.
Okay, so about big enough for maybe 2 people to be on there.
Yeah, 2 or more. It looks like there's about 5 to 10 feet between each one, so the jumping distance is about the same for each.
All right, is this the plan? Are we jumping over the ice? I suppose it does look a little thin in a few places.
I mean, is there any other direction? I didn't notice.
Zico goes and jumps as well.
Are you asking if there's another cavern direction?
I didn't know if people were hesitant to go this way and there was a different direction they preferred to go.
This is the fastest route. If you'd like to go the long way, you may.
Let's go.
If we go the long way, I will.
I'm going to continue jumping. I don't know if we're taking turns.
Okay. Yeah, so I will take your first athletics roll the whole way to Lami. That's fine. You make it to the other side. Everyone else who's trying to cross in this manner, and go ahead and make your athletics checks, please.
The whole path is just ice, though, right?
It is
Like,
ice.
All right. Bjorn's just gonna walk across the ice.
The heaviest guy? Really?
Heaviest guy with
biggest
no
guy?
disadvantage. The heaviest guy with no disadvantage. Yes, I'm going to. It is not difficult terrain, and Bjorn can also
Escape?
freeze water underneath him as he walks with the freeze air water spell.
That's fair, but what if there's no water and it's just cave? And I'm just saying.
Well,
I
guess
mean,
we'll-
it means if ice melts you or like it breaks,
Just, like,
you can
refreezing
rethicken
it,
it. You
yeah.
refreeze it into a good shape
that's what
that
I
you
was
can
thinking.
put your big
That's
giant feet on.
That's what I was thinking. I mean,
This
I have
works
these
here.
spells. Dang it, and I'm gonna use them.
Use
Bjorn, so I'm trying to understand. So you're stepping onto the ice, and did you have something that was unusual about you stepping on the ice?
So Bjorn, as a half giant, can cast freeze. Is there something? Is there feedback from my mic?
I wouldn't. Yeah, don't worry about it. What's
Sorry.
the skill? What's the skill say?
So the spell is called freeze air water, and you instantly lower the temperature to freezing of a 5-foot cube of air or water that you can see within range. When cast on water, the water freezes solid, and any creature immersed in the water. The resulting ice is also treated as difficult terrain for any creature moving across it. In temperature above freezing, the ice remains for 1 hour for each cubic foot of volume before melting away. So I was just going to freeze the ice under, like if it
Does
starts
it take
to break,
an action?
it is an action.
Okay, so as soon as you step your first step into this icy thoroughfare, you fall directly through,
Nice.
and you are chest deep in water.
I
And-
try and pull his giant butt out.
As you do, does a 14, 15, and 23 hit?
They all hit, yes.
Okay. You feel little teeth biting at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw 3
Oh.
times.
Nice knowing you.
Actually, hold on. I do also have another spell
I hope it's a reaction.
I've never
that I can
seen...
use as a reaction.
You're a
is
wizard,
it?
Bjorn.
You're a wizard.
I can use Ice Shield as a reaction when a creature makes it's a weapon attack. Never mind. All right. So roll 3 Constitution saves, you said?
Yeah, 3 Constitution saves. You take 3 piercing damage as you will see these swarms of ice or ice fish essentially come over to start gnawing on Bjorn. What'd you get?
You'd think I was good at them, but I guess I'm not. I rolled a 10 and then a nat 20 and then an 8.
Okay, so you take 8 poison damage.
Oh, poison. So 3 piercing, 8 poison.
Mm-hmm.
That's 11. All right.
Now I'm going to ask you, Bjorn, what are you doing? You're chest deep in this water.
I'm going to climb out. Is there...
Okay.
I guess this fight didn't work as well as I thought it would. You go, there's stuff down here. Didn't predict that. And
Here,
where's the nearest stone?
Yeah.
Seagull's offering her hand help.
Yeah, I think grab onto Seagull's hand.
I think for anybody else, maybe they would have had a little bit more time, but you're so heavy that you just fall straight through.
Is there a thicker patch of ice somewhere nearby, maybe?
Yeah, how close is I only took one step, so I should be able to just get back to solid ground, right?
Yeah, you've pulled yourself back up
Okay.
to the side of the shore
Cool.
after stepping in.
I suppose Bjorn will then make the athletic checks.
Okay.
If that's still an option.
It sure is.
Let's go.
No, we're leaving you behind. I'm sorry.
It could be 21.
Okay. You see Bjorn leap and make it across, doing the hippity hoppity, now covered in slime and some fish bites.
Ugh.
Not my best idea. But you win some, you lose some.
Okay. Who's next?
Are you okay? I got a
Oh.
19.
Okay, you're good. You make it across, no issues.
It's pretty cold. That was ice water. Are you?
Oh, the cold don't bother me none. The biting bothered me a lot. That was the real problem right there.
Okay.
But the cold, oh no. I didn't
Okay.
even know it was cold.
These bones aren't what they used to be, but let me give it a shot.
Johan, are you okay over there?
Oh, yeah.
How are you feeling?
Well, now that I've been reminded I have 5 temporary HP hit points, I will adjust my health accordingly. And I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Bjorn is doing okay.
Toki, what'd you end up rolling?
6.
You all see as Toki attempts to leap, but slips a little on the far edge and doesn't make it quite as far, and goes head first into the frozen lake, which breaks underneath him. And Toki, you are now submerged in water as fish swarm around you.
No, that doesn't work. I already tried.
That's all gonna hit. So you take 3 piercing damage, and I need for you to make 3 Constitution saving throws.
Why did none of us offer the oldest member of our party who just died and came back like a hand or something, like a guide or like a railing? He's just
The only way he'll learn.
reforming this water.
That is a 4, which is a natural 1 actually. Then a natural 20, and then an 11.
Wow, that's a lot of natural 1s and natural 20s. So you take 6 piercing damage, or 6 poison damage and 3 piercing, so 9 total.
Ease.
Okay.
As you are now submerged in the water, and it's quite cold. What are you doing?
I'm hoping someone will assist me
Yeah,
in getting
I have
out
rope.
of the water.
Okay, this is my fault. I should have offered you a hand when I still could. Reach out and try to grab Toki's forearm and pull him out. Just
Do you need a hand?
Yes, help me.
I'm on the other side. I just figured
do-
he
do
took
you
the
want-
one step and also
desperately-
fell in.
Yeah. Do you need me
Oh,
to
yeah.
hop back so I can?
I can cross back, and Bjorn's gonna.
No,
I'm still here.
The fish. No.
I've got rope. I'm going to get the rope out my
Okay,
back,
okay.
and then I'm going to throw across the ice to Toki to try and haul him back to where I am, because I'm still on the far side. So I assume he fell when he was closer to me, and the people have already crossed. So Sten's going to sort of be panicked. You can see that he does not like the look of this ice at all. And then when he falls through, he gets the rope out and sort of slides it across the ice, trying to get the end into reach of Toki as he struggles against the sort of lip of ice he's fallen into.
All right. Toki, you managed to grab the rope and be hoisted out. No issues. It's not a super deep thing. It's just difficult to get a handhold.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else still need to cross?
Yeah, I'm Sten's like, oh, I mean, now Toki needs to cross again because we're both on the other side. So,
Can I like offer a hand to those who need to cross still, like step at the edge of the stone and pull out my
Certainly.
big strong arms?
You're a fighter. You can do that.
Thanks.
Yeah. So help action being given. You can go ahead and roll at advantage if you want to try again.
I'll wait for Toki to make it. He says, "Go on, Toki." And then when he slaps you on the back and casts resist on you, giving you a D4 to any saving throws you might make.
Thank you. All right, let's try this again. Okay, 19. That's much better.
All right. With the slap on the back, you stumble
You
forward a
fall
little
forward
bit,
into the water.
and you're like, oh, now or never, and then you leap and make it, and the momentum carries you from
Gotcha.
rock to rock.
As Toki makes it from rock to rock, he pats himself on the chest because he's just feeling pretty terrible right now, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Good idea.
Can I try and like look at the ice and discern from its color where the thicker parts are? Like the
Yeah, go
darker
ahead and-
ice is going to be really thin.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
That's a 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, you think that you see a pretty steady path if you didn't want to jump, and the rest of these people in your party are just not very skilled at picking things like this out. You're uniquely talented, and everyone should recognize that.
You know what? I know how to get across this ice. I'm going to go over there and follow this very steady path. You are all silly people. And I walk towards my...
You fall through the ice, and you begin to take some bites. Does an 11 hit? No, probably not. Does a 14 hit? And a 17 will hit as well. So you take 2 piercing damage, and I need you to make Constitution saving throw.
Oh my goodness.
You
Yeah.
are. I can't hear you because you're dead.
No, I just was outside of the Zoom call, so I couldn't unmute
Okay.
myself. But that's two 13s and a 9.
I only needed 2, so you managed to pass your Constitution saving throws as you feel these little nibbles on your legs. You're now submerged in this very, very cold water. What would you like to do?
I think between very embarrassed coughs and kicks, Lena would just pull herself out. You know, I misjudged how difficult this was outside looking in.
Are you okay?
I'll throw the rope again.
No.
Bjorn, can you take care of Toki and get him across the rest? I'll stay here and help the others get this first leap.
Yeah, I can do that. Bjorn's gonna come back and help Toki. Do you need another athletics check?
Yeah, go ahead and roll at advantage if you're trying to
Sorry.
leap again, Ectelina.
And Seakild is going to stay and help get them across if possible. So with the help action.
Sure, that's fine.
That's a 20.
They're already rolling.
Not natural.
Advantage. Okay. Bjorn, I'm sorry, Bjorn, you're rolling. Why?
Oh, I asked if I could come back, if I need an athletics check, and you said, yeah, roll with advantage.
I was
Where's
trying to. I thought Exolina was jumping.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
trying to come
That's my
back
bad.
to help?
To help Toki while she while
No,
Sue
I
killed.
already
Toki's
made
already made it.
across.
Toki's
Oh,
already made
okay.
it. So
Yeah, sorry, I meant like help with him across the rest of the rocks.
Okay.
But
Now I'm
I
caught up.
figured.
That's my
Anyways.
bad.
No, it's good. It's good.
So it's just Sten is stood on the on shore, and everybody else, and he's just like not made any move to go. He's like,
I'm still like halfway across the ice in this weird like corner that I somehow thought was better. I'm gonna look at Sten. You know, if you only I already made the hole over here, so you know where it's safe. If you just want to come this way, and we could do it together because I don't want to fall in the ice.
Do you think you can jump from here?
chain on, I'd fall into the water and drown.
Can I go back to Sten?
yes, yeah, it's not an issue. You're fairly near the shore. You climb back out onto that side of the cavern.
March up. Little marchy march. You could hear the clamp of like the balls of her feet on the ice as she's just beelining towards you. Sten, look at me. Look at me. You need to get it together, all right? It's just ice. It's not going to kill you, all right? I felt the little fish that are under the ice. They're not that bad. They're not that bad. Bitey, yes. Poisonous, probably. But they're not that bad. I really need you to get an absolute grip so we can make it across the ice and meet with these elves. We made it this far. You tricked the troll. You tricked the troll. I'm going to give him bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration. Wow. What does bardic inspiration do?
Gives you a D6.
You have a D6 to however you want to use it.
Right. It's hyped up. It's like, okay. And then, he sort of touches his holy symbol for reassurance to give himself a bit of resistance as well. And then he sort of steps back a bit and then sort of readjusts his gear and then looks to Ectelina's obviously doing. And it's obviously his chains clinking, all his gear, and he's quite heavy. He just, so we'll make a.
Seagold is still trying to help, so.
Ooh, and then also you add the d6. I got a 5 and a d6, so I got 10. 10.
Believe it or not, the DC is 10.
Oh my god. Just barely catch you, like your toes dipping into the water and like pull you out, like, whoop, careful there. Set you down.
You look like a true warrior of the gods right now, Stan. You're doing a great job.
What a girl, thank you.
Doing great.
Lami's at the top. Are you guys okay?
Two
I don't
Lamis have
think
lunch
so,
already.
no.
Yeah, I'm eating.
They're just chilling up there.
It's been about 20 minutes. I'm like, where are they?
Just do the Sonic animation, the idle animation of just like tapping your foot, looking at your wrist.
Okay, I can do it this time. I can do it this time. Okay. I'm gonna go.
I got you. Come here.
I don't have it.
Is that with the help?
Oh, you are helping me? You're helping
Yes.
me.
Yes.
I said that Seagold sing back to help whoever else is crossing.
You make it across, and we can finally move on from the skill challenge.
Oh my god, thank
This was like the river crossing in Robin Hood. It was very, very dramatic.
Woof.
Wow, what a callback. And, that makes sense, because whenever we're around Dave, we just think of all the British examples from media that we can think of and chat about with Dave, right?
Everyone heard me like criminal. The sheriff of Nottingham should have just executed him when he had a chance.
I do have to say though, this delightful encounter reminds me of when I was playing a lava genasi and we were in Icewind Dale and we were crossing a river of ice.
No chance. No chance.
Awful. Anyways, please continue.
All right. Well, you will make it to the other side, and well, the winding path before you seems a lot less threatening than the bitey ice fish behind you. As you continue along, let's go ahead and get some perception checks as you are.
I
See,
could
Cold's
do
gonna
those.
light a torch, even though we're trying to be stealthy, because everybody just fell into icy cold water, and not everybody is immune to cold.
Not everybody can see in the dark.
And
That's a
that ability.
19 on that
19.
perception check.
An 8.
18.
House then.
21, baby.
I
Bjorn's-
also got a 21. I was just in chat instead of spacebar's hard.
Bjorn's just kind of itching at his bites, not paying attention.
You all start to hear the squeaks of bats in the distance that echo along the ceiling.
Tulami, do those sound like regular bats or the big bats that they ride?
I don't know.
Makes direct
Would
eye
I
contact
know?
with God.
There's people that ride the bats.
I've never seen anyone ride a bat before.
Your
so that's
character
slightly
has
terrifying.
indeed.
Okay.
Tulami
I
has
didn't-
indeed. So you would know that the Underhand do ride giant bats.
Do they sound different?
No, they just sound like bats. I mean, they sound bigger. They're big.
I think that we're going to have to get closer so I can tell if how deep it is, I guess. I don't know. How can you
Sakil.
tell?
Hold your torch up.
Hey,
And
Why?
I use thaumaturgy to empower the torch to create a burst of light to see if it can illuminate the roof of I assume we're in a cavern of some kind.
You
Try
are.
and maybe
Yeah.
provide a brief illumination to see if there's anything above us.
Some of us prefer blissful ignorance.
also, it really hurts my eyes. Can we not look like we're in my territory now? Can we try to respect that?
As you light up the ceiling, you can see more shadows than light as the numerous stalactites are casting very creepy looking fingers and fangs along the walls. And you can see some glowing yellow eyes staring down at you as you pass through the cavern.
Yep, they're bats.
There's nothing wrong with bats. Just let them be.
Are they like? Can you tell if they're like normal sized bats or if they're like giant bats who are going to eat our faces?
Toki will look at them and maybe make a nature check to see if they're nice bats or bad bats.
Are
They
bats'
are-
eyes usually that
No
big?
such thing as bad bats.
They are tiny little 1 HP bats on the ceiling.
okay.
So
They're fine. Just leave them alone.
You say 1 HP bats, like we know what you're like. We don't know what you're capable of with 1 HP bats.
Yeah, why do they
HP
have
bats with
HP?
legendary
What's going
actions.
on there?
That's 100 HP swarm. I know it is.
Retrospect, we could have just looked at the guano on the ground and judged their size based on the size of the turds.
That is
could've.
a fair
Forgot it
point.
was called.
Yeah.
You get some components, just scoop it off the ground.
Just
Got
keep
TPK'd
your
by a
heads
swarm
down and
once.
don't interrupt them.
You had me keep your heads down. I'm going to talk very quiet like this down to the floor. Please listen.
Would it help if I told them we're friendly?
No,
I don't
leave
think
them
they
alone.
speak.
They're animals.
They don't
Okay.
speak person.
I think we just need to be quiet and maybe keep the torch a regular level of light.
And I'm going to walk ahead so that the light is behind me and then it won't bother me. So
But
Talami's going
just-
to lead the way.
let us know if you need any help and be safe. I trust you. I just
Wait,
am worried.
are you not coming? I thought we were all going.
I just letting you lead. I'm just I'm just
It's good.
worried. That's all.
Tulami's gonna pat her arm. It's okay. And then turn around and go.
Tulami. More seriously, do you know how far away, in terms of time, we are going?
Well, when we started, it was 2 hours. So, how long have
Well,
we
we
been walking?
I think
spent
we
about
were in
half an
like,
hour.
Yeah.
On those,
that was
On
like
those
3 years.
steps.
That wasn't like a half an hour. That was my whole lifetime
It's
that I
about,
was inside that ice.
it's
I
about
think
5
we
minutes.
still got about 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be 2 hours as long as we stay here. We need to keep moving to lower
Ooh.
the time.
And the more we think about it, the longer it takes. So let's just go.
So we stop thinking about things. That sounds great. I
That's-
don't like that
already,
anymore.
That's how I
gone
get through
down the
life. I
cave.
don't think about anything.
Toki
Just-
took off.
Oh. No, for a man who's afraid of being dead, he sure takes off on his own a lot.
I think he liked it. He sounded like he liked it. He sounded like he had a really nice time, and like us bringing him back because of our own sentimental reasons kind of messed up what he had going on for him in Valhall, and so now he's back, and it's a little dissatisfying to be alive, which is really cool.
All right,
God's
then,
willed it.
let's get moving.
At least that's what I tell myself.
Tulami, lead the way.
Tulami has already with Toki.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's get moving. Bjorn's gonna pick up the pace to catch up with him.
Mm-hmm.
So as you proceed further, Tulami, you see faint blue lights wink on as you enter this new cavern room sometime later. They emanate from crystals embedded in a tall column, a natural formation ornately worked long ago. A spiral ramp ascends the column, lit by ghostly radiance. 5 statues stand in alcoves along the winding path, spaced evenly from floor to ceiling. As you enter, you see the pillar is made of a stalactite and a stalagmite, which have since merged. And you can see statues. These statues, that as you take a look at them, become recognizable to you and to Sieghild. You see Malice Underfoot, Nemeril Stormsea, Nastia Greenmother, Sevenor Whitecrag, and Telgindil Starfather.
Oh, this is lovely. I don't know why I didn't expect to see this down here. Makes sense.
This seems
Who are
like
these vestiges?
It looks like they got his nose wrong, but for the most part, it's good.
Are they
These are
under
the
y'alls?
ancestor spirits of elves. This is the wood elves, and she's going to trot over to Nastia Greenmother, and proudly like pat her chest. This is the one that I worship. She's given me my newfound powers recently.
well, that makes sense. She is the prettiest.
Don't tell the others, but I agree. She's
I
going
knew
to
you would. I knew you would. It's so good.
kneel down and leave a little prayer and offering.
Is this a temple then?
Sieghild, as you leave an offering of whatever you do, what are you offering?
For her, probably something like
Oh, you can use one of my stories. I can just take it out of this book. It's fine. Maybe she'll really like it. I'm really good at stories.
Sieghild knows what to do. I'm just thinking about it. Probably something natural, like some kind of fancy leaves that she collected on the way, or something like, something pretty that she found in nature. But as Ectelina is talking about leaving a story, she just kind of like turns around and goes, "Oh, that would be lovely if you want to leave an offering too. I'm sure she would absolutely appreciate that."
What about? I have this one. It's the tale of the great tree. Do you think she would like that?
Oh, absolutely.
Lena starts ripping out pages and leaving them, handing them to Sighild. I think she likes you better, so if you want to put it there.
Oh, no. You should leave your own offering. I've got my own.
Okay.
Sighild,
She'll appreciate it.
as you leave an offering, Sighild, you hear the sound of rustling leaves fill your head, and you realize you have gained the one-time ability to talk to an animal.
Ooh, how fun.
You have a one-time
Really?
use of speak with animals.
We can talk to Will.
So you have that for a 10-day, and it's a one-time use, just so you know.
Awesome, thank you. After leaving that and giving a little prayer, she'll just pause for a moment and be like, "Well, thank you, Green Mother," and stand back up. Does Ectelina also get the blessing since she also left an offering?
I don't worship them. I was just doing it for your sake.
Oh, I know you don't worship her, but doesn't hurt to leave an offering. But I appreciate it. Thank you.
Besides, who doesn't like trees and stuff? Trees are the best.
Exactly, and we're wood elves, so
We also like the woods, but for other reasons.
What
Yeah.
did you leave for your offering, Ectelina?
A short story about a tree.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I don't think she liked it that much, but I appreciate it. I'll write a better version of that story. I think the original was crappy, even though I wrote the original.
Oh, I first drafts, but I'm
Yeah,
sure
exactly. The gods don't. I'll fix it. One day.
maybe if we have more time next time, you can actually read it or perform it, and I'm sure she'll
Right.
love it.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Is
I
this
love
where
you.
we're meeting the defectors? Sten sort of says, sort of taking a look around the chamber now that the attention sort of shifted from the sort of spire, trying to get an idea of how big it is inside here.
No, Tulami, you know that you need to go further in. This is just some place that normally gets traveled to and offerings made. Typically, the Svaltafar will come here and make an offering to Malice Underfoot. But yeah, if you want to continue on, you may.
Does it look like there might have been any newer sort of offerings or any sort of activity around the statues?
Mostly around Malice Underfoot, yes.
Okay. What sort of things are left under there?
Coins.
Okay. Won't take those.
Yeah. Nobody's stealing from it, are they?
No, I said we won't take them.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said I'll take those, and I was just like,
No.
Blimey, what are these other figures? This one sort of has the most offerings, so
Well, this is Malice Underfoot, which is our patron. I feel conflicted about leaving something now, but yeah, we Svaltafar use these tunnels a lot, so that explains the traffic. But not too many people come down to leave offerings to the others because we kind of control the area. And I'm not going to lie, we're kind of bullies sometimes. We're trying, but it's kind of hard when everybody already hates you. You can't really get out from that stereotype after a couple generations. So
You just have to find.
Don't worry,
people.
I
exactly, you have to find.
Make
kind
a
of like-
history check, Tulami.
history is history.
They just need to find a good group of friends too that they can go with until everyone sees that they are maybe mean-spirited, but very normal and not dangerous.
14.
14. So you would know that the Svartalfheim Empire, under the leader of the Underjarl, Svalos, the Scornful, it's a two-tiered society. Members of the Underhand, which you had some association with, have considerably more privilege than the rest of society. And it functions very similarly to a fascist state. And regardless of what you might tell your friends, you know in your heart that one of the primary reasons why you left that place was because of the terrible oppression that was brought upon most of its people by the ruling class.
Where were we in the conversation?
Oh, I'd asked what some of the statues meant.
You were
And then-
explaining how
Right.
you're just bullies sometimes.
I guess I didn't realize just how bad we were until it started happening to me. And I don't know. I'm still dealing, I guess, for lack of a better word. But I am really lucky. I feel like I don't really deserve to have had a second chance. And I don't know, you guys seem to be nice.
Tulani,
And
I think you absolutely deserved a second chance. You're one of the sweetest kids I know.
You don't know things that I've done, though.
You don't know the things that I've done.
I guess you're right.
We could be terrible people.
We could be liars.
We all have a past, Tulami.
Sten,
Not
meanwhile,
about-
just like,
Let's not talk about the past right now. This Underfoot, is he the god of this place? Like, should we show when I take to the sea, I give a coin to Wodiger? Should we leave something here?
I feel like this place is less sided, but you know, it's for all elves to come and give offerings. You know, we're not going.
Make a
To be
religion check,
punished.
Tulami.
Yeah, I'm not really religious, so I don't really know.
and they're
I'm-
not quite gods per se. They're spirits of our ancestors.
Right, they're like aspects.
Oh dear.
Like
Oh,
an aspect
17.
of the forest.
Tulami, you
Sure.
know that Malice Underfoot is incredibly spiteful.
With a name like Malice? No.
And it's Malos, but I see what you did there.
I'm
But
taking
you know that Malice Underfoot is incredibly spiteful and might be upset if you don't provide an offering.
Talami's 14. I did. See, I used to believe that we'd be taken care of if we worship this being, but frankly, my parents are dead and he never helped me out at that point. So I don't know. I don't want to give him anything really, but I also don't want to die. So
Well, you said
one
you
of you,
weren't very religious.
I know, I'm not. but also I don't want you guys to get hurt because of me. I'm a little stitious.
Toki sighs and pulls out 6 coins from his coin purse and throws it into the offering bowl.
There, it's done.
Did you
There
give
we
him?
go.
Though we might not like the master of the house we go into, we still have to accept that it is their house. Let's just.
Yeah,
Go.
I don't want you to get hurt over my rebellion. I've learned over this trip that happens a lot. So I'm trying to tone it down a little bit.
Need
Just
to
toning it
worry.
down.
But
Sten will place a gold coin in the pot as well, and as he goes by, and bows his head differently, even though he's probably wearing a bit of a sardonic grin.
Okay. You see the tunnel stretching out in front of you in the direction that you need to go, Tulami. If you'd like to lead the party on, it's up to you.
Okay. Do I need to roll?
No, that's fine. You know the way.
you know the way.
So we've received an offering, just so that I'm clear, to Nastia from Seaguild, and then Toki gave one to Malice, correct?
Yeah, I gave 1 coin for each of us.
I added an extra one as well to Malice because gold coins.
Okay. All right, cool. As you proceed on, not even 30 or 40 feet away, Seaguild,
Yeah.
you feel a stinging sensation
Wow. I'm
prick
not
the back
surprised.
of your neck as you take 6 poison damage.
Oh.
Jealousy.
And this Falterfar, who spoke ill of Malice, you take 4 poison damage as you step away without offering anything to his visage. However, Toki and what was it, Sten? You both offered to Malice, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you not get my message
No.
about
What's your message?
offering?
Did you want to offer?
Yeah.
Oh, to Malice?
Yeah.
That's fine. So, Ectelina, Sten, and Toki. After you step away, your vision clouds for a moment. And when it returns, you realize that you have advantage on stealth checks and you gain dark vision 60 feet for the next 24 hours.
Nice.
Furthermore, none of you are rogues, so never mind.
Wait, did something happen to me?
Are we?
You received poison damage
Oh, okay.
for
I
shunning
couldn't-
Malice underfoot. And then I've already told Seaguild what the boon was for Nastia.
Mhm.
Okay.
Toki
All right.
rubs his eyes as he walks away, and he's thinking his glaucoma is acting up, but really, he sees a lot better.
How old is Toki?
That bit me.
Late 50s, almost 60, which is pretty freaking old for
Yeah.
you know,
For an adventure?
for this, yeah, for an adventure.
Falling in ice and getting bit up by frozen fish and
I think we established
Dying.
early on he's a zaddy, you know, old, strong, but still very old.
Yeah, getting his back broken by Lenorm's, you know.
You know, yep, that's just how we roll.
I'm just imagining the scene from Batman where he gets his back broken by Bane. It's just like Toki's like,
My sciatica.
that's Toki, but it's just like a normal, like he gets like hit by somebody. He's like, ah. Okay. All right.
Lami's completely clueless. He's just like, guys, I think a bee stung me.
For cave bees, I think I got stung too.
there's a bee?
Wow.
Oh, why? Can you see in the dark too?
I mean,
All
I
right.
always
Cool.
could.
As you proceed further into the tunnel, you see a broad, nearly flat-top stalagmite dominating this new chamber, and you hear a low, susurrating hiss, then another.
Susurrating.
Something is atop the formation, though what it is you can't say. And after a moment, you see a slim figure kind of poke out. Is that you? Are you here to help us?
Yes.
No, we're not here to rescue any chimney sweeps. Sorry, you've got the wrong group.
Do I recognize? Can I see them?
Make a perception check. Yes, you can see a couple of people. Why are your tokens so big? Oh,
We're
that's
larger
because
than life.
I've upsized you.
Natural one.
Can I also make a perception check?
You will see as the pair of Svalterfar reveal themselves after I change token sizes back to normal.
I mean, logically, I do believe that you are the people we are looking for. However,
And you see a woman and a man gonna poke out, peering over at you. And the woman introduces herself. Hello, yes, I didn't think anyone was going to come. I'm Deethra, and this is Terrell.
Are the names of the ones we're looking for?
we got your message, and I can help you if you really want to.
I think that's what we want. And Totoro looks over and says, Malice is malice. You sure sound desperate. Well, I guess we can see what the sun-blistered surface worlders think passes for heroes. He's going to step down and kind of hop down from this stalagmite, as is Deethra, who will sort of give him an off-center look.
How tall is he?
Are you trying to
Up at your chest.
Are you
I
in
don't.
relation
I'm
to you?
gauging
So
him before I
Oh, okay.
engage.
He's about 5'8".
Okay.
Is that taller than Tulami?
Oh yeah, but not by too much.
Okay.
It's only 4 inches.
Okay.
Um.
Oh, only.
But I mean, listen here. I ain't no surface dweller. But even if I was, you're no better than the rest of them. And also, why would you ask for help if you didn't need it? Did I just waste my time? Because if you don't want help, I don't have to help you. I have a house waiting for me.
Oh, Tulami, you know what helps me? Sometimes like this, I know you're feeling a lot of things right now, but did I ever tell you, once there was an eagle and a fox and they lived together. But one day the eagle mom fed the fox cubs to her children, so the fox burned down her tree. In revenge. The fox was clever. You need to be clever.
Ooh,
So
I'm
now you
sorry.
have a bardic inspiration die anytime you make an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check from the tail of the clever animal.
So
I would like to know
why
what
are we
the
doing
moral of that
atrocities?
story is.
Oh, I'll tell you more about the eagle. She was
What are
She
the
was a bitch.
Baltafar agents doing? What are they doing right now?
They are just looking between you all and wondering, oh, these are the professionals that are here to rescue us. That's
So sorry about all that. And Bjorn's going to stride up and offer his big bear paw. The name's Bjorn. I'm very friendly.
oh,
Do they understand Dwarvish?
Hello. You are very large.
Thank you.
You're bigger than most people, right? Most people are your size, right?
Oh yeah, no,
I-
I'm pretty abnormal.
Oh, okay.
In a lot
alright.
of ways.
Okay.
So,
Right. Well, I'm normal sized for Svoltafar.
oh.
Sten looks at Talama and says, normal size.
Well,
Nice to meet you all, both. Hi, I'm Sieghild. We're here to escort you. This is Tulami. He is very nice and maybe a little excitable.
I look at Sighild. I'm like, no, listen. I stuck my neck out. I've been living peacefully under the radar, and I stuck my neck out for these two. And if they were just going to disrespect me and my friends, I just want to go back to where we were. And I'm terrified right now.
Hey, my friend, you're the bravest 14-year-old I know. You are the bravest young man. You don't need to be angry. Your house will still be there. It's okay. We still
It
love
won't
you.
be there if I
Tulami.
die.
We're not going to.
Tulami, I just want to say that I'm very thankful that you're standing up for us. But sometimes even when you offer help, some people just sometimes aren't grateful. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't help them. They still need it, and it seems that if from what you've been telling us about the place, it is not good, not a fun time to be there. I would like to help them if that's the case, even if one of them seems a bit less grateful than the other.
Right.
You wouldn't.
I mean, look at Toki. He wasn't grateful at all when I started helping him out, and now look at him. He loves me.
I guess.
Just
I
imagine
think he
hissing
just
like a cat.
farted.
But
Can I?
do.
Sorry, I was just saying. Sten's been silent, sort of a bit off to the side since this, and he's been watching very intently, trying to get a gauge of, especially the one that's a bit quieter, trying to see if it's just sort of a bit suspicious. So he's been trying to get a read on them, maybe an insight into whether or not this is they're affecting some sort of behavior, or if they're putting on a show. Maybe, like, for example, the more brisk one is maybe trying to hide some fear or something. Is it possible to roll insight to see how they're feeling?
Sure, you can insight check my NPC.
Vibe check.
Vibe
20.
20?
I thought you said Kenzie, and I was like, what?
I rolled a
I rolled a.
Kenzie.
So Stan, like most people, this Svoltafar Terrell looks like an asshole.
Real Jarl, the energy coming off this one.
Yeah, real big Jarl energy coming off of this person, who you just immediately distrust because you feel like there's something else going on with their motivations, which is not very different from how you normally think of people, to be honest.
But all that being
People of a
said,
certain class.
as keen as I am to help the two of you, if you do try any funny business, I will put you in the ground. Is that clear?
Yes, that's clear. I don't think that'll be necessary, right, Tadel? No, that won't be necessary.
Delightful. Then I think we should get moving.
No, wait a second, Sten
Oh.
says, stepping forward. I mean, obviously his gear's a lot shabbier than everybody else's. He sort of maybe would be mistaken for a servant. But it'd say, so why do they want you dead?
We're deserting.
Yeah,
Yes.
that just kind of comes with it. Like, if you leave, they want you dead. That's a package deal.
Why
But
do you want
people
to
who
leave?
It's terrible.
not you, the other one. You tell me why you want to leave.
We put it in the note. You don't have to.
I can't
Wait.
read. Tell me?
It's We're seeking a better life.
In the sun, it doesn't go out. It's there 16 hours a day.
Yep, I'm aware of the terrible living circumstance we're putting ourselves into in order to escape the dystopian rule of the Underhand in the Svaltafar Mountains. That's right.
Talami, what kind of life do these Underhand agents live here in the mountains?
I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I was kind of suspicious because you are being very vague in your answers. Like, you want a better life, but how can your life be better when you're literally stealing candy from babies? So
She's on the
Also,
other foot for
and-
Tulami now.
and like also you're very condescending, and it doesn't seem like, because when I went up to the surface, I was actually excited to see how the other side lived, and you seem like you really don't want anything to do with it. So why are you leaving your cushy job?
As you are chastising this Svaltafar elf who's simply seeking a better life, perhaps, you hear, "There they are!" And you start to see around the corner the appearance of
What's all this then?
several
I
giant salamanders
Ooh.
and these Svaltafar who are riding them appear, and we are gonna roll initiative now.
Right, let's go.
Can we just run away?
Right.
I guess we're defending these strangers.
I think it depends on how fast the salamanders are.
And that's where we're gonna go to break.
Oh no! Oh god.
Oh, there's a couple of them.
And welcome back to Thrones and Bones Norrøngard. If you haven't had a chance and you want to check it out, please do take a look at the charity Roll vs. Evil. Link will be in chat in order to support small frontline groups and charities working to support the people of Ukraine affected by the war. Okay. And we are rolling into combat.
TPK.
It's a possibility.
We hope.
It's I mean, if that wasn't clear in my session 0, it's always possible to TPK in my games.
Oh, I know. I think
All right,
we
then.
are all aware.
It's what I like about.
Ectelina, it's your turn.
You know, you don't have to fight us. You don't. They're the ones that you want to get. And I'm gonna turn around to our new friends and give them a big old wink and back up a little bit. I'm gonna back up 15 feet, kind of where Bjorn is at, and try and persuade him to go away. At least this one guy.
Okay. You're gonna persuade him?
Yeah, I'm just gonna, go. Those are the people that you're after, not that. So like,
Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
that's a 22.
Okay. In response, it looks like the officer riding the flying bat calls over to you. Surrender and we won't kill you.
Gotcha.
That's the state of their disposition. So you do have the chance to live and not be TPK'd. That's what a successful persuasion roll gave you there.
I'm not gonna touch anyone or anything just yet.
Okay. All right, Sten, it is currently your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, so Sten's going to look around at this sort of situation and the man of the foes who he can see somehow, even in the dark. He's probably not figured out that he's got an enchantment yet, but sort of not really being sure what to do yet. He's going to sort of surge forward and say to Bjorn, one moment. Wait, oh, crumbs, I've forgotten how to work the VTT. All right, he's going to move forward and shout to bring his shield up as he stands next to Lena, and he's going to shout to Bjorn, like, get them out of here, we'll hold them off as long as we can. And then he's going to grab his horn, and he's going to take perhaps the deepest breath anybody's ever seen a person take. And there's like Ectelina will probably feel like a wave of cold that goes in as he fills his lungs. And then he's going to release a deafening peal. How high is this chamber, Friday?
This looks to be about 50 feet high.
All right, yep, so that's enough space. And then when he exhales into producing a deafening peal from his horn, immediately it sort of issues forth what looks like immediately fog, but it thickens into the roiling cloud of storm cloud, which builds and billows upwards, filling a 60-foot diameter circle and swirls upwards to a height of 10 feet storm cloud. Lightning flashes from Sten's eyes as he sort of trembles with the effort, and the sound of like an immense boar squealing and roaring in anger can be seen as they sort of form in the swirling storm cloud. And I'm going to cast Call Lightning. And I'm going to put it in a sort of a position like within 60 feet, so directly on top of them. It's going to be a circle of 60 feet. Let me just figure out how to do that.
So if you click the L ruler, you
Yeah.
can create a circle radius.
Oh, that's not big enough. Sorry. I don't have to get rid of it. I need to make a 60-foot one somewhere.
I can make that for you.
Yeah, can you do that for me? Because I'm just going to mess it up. Cool,
Yeah,
thank you.
60.
Just somewhere where it can fit. Yeah, cool.
60-foot radius.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. And you want it right at the edge of you, correct?
I'm going to try and move it to the side a bit because it needs to fill space. It can't go somewhere where it can't fit. So
Right there?
Yeah, if you feel happy with that, with the storm being able to fit in this space. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks
fine.
good. Good to me.
Cool. So yeah, it's goes out and there's like scorches of lightning, sort of scorches already threadbare equipment as he sort of sags slightly, and then that's his turn.
All right. Impressive. Bolt of lightning. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. Failed save on each of his turns until you can use your action to call lightning down in this way. Okay, so we do need to do dexterity saving throws for all of these peoples. So I'm gonna go from top to bottom. What's your DC?
13.
Okay. Makes it. Makes it. Makes it. Makes it. Makes it. That's really unfortunate.
Half
Go
damage,
ahead.
though.
Yeah, half damage. So go ahead and roll that 3d10, and that's just for this turn. So it's still good. Still quite good.
Do the mounts also take damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 25 halved.
Ooh, that's pretty good though.
12.
Yep.
Okay, dokie.
And of course the storm's there, so the guy in the back might be having some of the difficulties.
All right, so you all see as so much damage for the mounts. You see as the lightning begins to sending up spots of rock and splintering in the air, and you hear the crackling and the sizzling of flesh. All right. Can I do math? Okay. No, I can't do math. It's gonna take me a while. All right. Okay. 2.
This is the problem. As a gay person, this is the problem about doing D&D streams with gay people, is that we can't do math.
Oh, you mean live math? Yeah, rough.
Yeah, no, terrible. Just the worst.
You know, now that we're here in this predicament, there are a number of things that I regret.
All right. So I'm gonna move. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So 60 feet.
Do we
So
know
you
where
see-
Sighild and I are in the initiative order? Oh, or me? Where am I?
Tulami and Bjorn are not on the initiative chart.
All right.
Yeah.
That is because we need to roll here. Did you already roll?
Yeah, I got an 11.
I got a 16.
And Bjorn 16. Okay. All right. So you see, as this Spaltivar agent dashes their salamander over to you, the salamander does not get a turn, but it is going to circle around you. You can imagine they take up the same square here, but I can't do that physically with these tokens. And as soon as it reaches you, Sten is going to jump off the salamander and attempt to stab you. For a 12 to hit, that is not hit, I imagine.
Stop it with the three-horned shield I've got.
Okay. Bjorn, it is currently your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, well, I suppose it's time to get moving, you two. And Bjorn's going to scoop up Dithra and start signal to Terrell to follow him back. And he's gonna move gonna dash to back here.
Friday, you said he jumped off the salamander?
Did.
Okay.
All right. Would you like to do anything else, Bjorn?
No, that's all I can do with my action. Did Bjorn manage to carry Dithra with him?
Yes. Dithra would allow that.
Okay.
So you grabbed Dithra. Okay. All right. Now this agent gets to dash. So the salamander is going to dash forward the however many feet it needs to. And being that Sten is currently the largest threat, is going to leap off the salamander right here. And does a 16 hit.
Nope, battered off the shield.
Okay. All right. Tulami, it is currently your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm going to run and try to claim the salamander. If I can.
This
Claim
isn't
it?
Golden Axe.
What do you... Okay, so you're trying to
I want to
stab
climb
it?
up on its back. No, I don't want
Oh.
to kill it. I want to ride it. I'm assuming that I've had some experience in riding these things.
Make an animal handling check. At disadvantage. It's not your salamander.
anytime you make a wisdom check, you get to add my bardic inspiration die because of the tail of the clever animal,
Okay, 1,
which is 1d6.
2. Sorry,
Wisdom, intelligence, or charisma.
So, 1d6. So it's 12 plus 6. 18.
Okay. You mount this salamander.
this be my action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to. I can't. I don't think it's a reaction one. Let me check. My bad. Nope. Okay. So I'm just gonna wait, I guess, with my dagger, and if someone tries to climb up at me, I'll cut their fingers off.
Okay. All right. It is Terrell's turn, and he's going to dash away, following Bjorn. Toki, it's currently your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. Toki is going to flee with Bjorn and try and cover their tracks. I'm gonna move my.
Toki, you should get up with.
Here.
Get up.
And then I'm gonna hold an action. If any salamanders or anything come within me, I'm gonna whop them.
Okay. All right. So
Why
this.
are you guys fighting the salamanders when you could be using them? That's all I'm saying.
Nobody's
They're not
fighting
the enemy.
salamanders.
All right. This Svultifar agent is going to sprint up on the salamander, and as they leap down, are going to attack Ectelina for a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
And that would be to do 6 piercing damage plus 2 damage. So 8 total. As the Svultifar lands on their feet and stabs at you, Ectelina, the officer riding the flying bat is going to swoop in after Sten, and the bat takes a bite at you, Sten, which is a 21 to hit.
21, yeah, that hits.
And you take 7 piercing damage before the officer fires their crossbow for a 21 to hit again. And that is 5 piercing damage. Plus the sneak attack. 3 damage. Alright. That is that. Agent's turn. Seagull, it is currently your turn. What would you like to do?
Raj would like to cry. Sieghild is going to. Oh gosh. You guys are surrounded. Yikes.
Brown.
I think she's going to head to the Svultifar agent towards the back, towards Ectelina, and to Lami, and is going to attack that one. And as she does, she is... Oh. Nah, you're surrounded. This is horrible. Oh, this is terrible. She's going to attack, but we'll see how things go. 18 to hit.
That hits, yeah. And who are you swinging at?
The Svultifar agent, closest to, I believe, to Lami.
Can you ping? This one? You just hold... Oh, the ping is not working. Yeah, this one right here?
Yes.
The one in front of your token, right?
Alright, cool. Alright. And what did you swing for?
7 slashing.
Okay.
So she immediately rushes up with her shield and slashes up with her sword. How is the agent looking?
A little wounded.
A little wounded. Great. And how are the two that are surrounded looking?
As in your party members?
Yes.
Bloodied.
You should be able to see their HP on the turn tracker. If not, I can fix that.
I don't think I see it.
Okay, I'll change that.
No worries. But you guys are looking bad?
I'm okay.
You're muted, Ectolina.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking about how our temporary hit points are reduced and we're wildly outnumbered. And surrounded, so we can't even disengage, really.
Yeah,
Can disengage. You just only have 30 movement.
I'm
Stop
really
fighting
thinking.
the salamanders. That's my advice.
Yeah, like
We could literally use them to run away.
I think disengaging and talking out of character. I think disengaging and getting out of there would be great, but also it seems like they can keep up and or outrun us. So like,
Well, I
not
mean, we can run or we can die.
well,
That's it. That's what we got.
the others are getting away, so we can hold them back.
Just go.
Seakild's going to remain with her shield up. And that's her turn.
Okay. The Fultifar agent riding this salamander will sprint over and is going to attempt to catch up with y'all. And this agent is going to throw a dagger at you, Bjorn.
That's about right.
And it clangs against the cavern floor as it does not connect. Deethra, who you've footballed under your arm, is going to attempt to shove off of you. And she does with a 22.
You would just let her go, yeah.
All right. And is going to confront this Svartavar agent. Jumping up and stabbing. She will connect for that much damage. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, she connects with the stomach of this Svartavar agent and deals a pretty hefty wound there before landing and getting crouched down with her weapon out. Ectolina, it is currently your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to try and get out of this doggy pile.
Okay, you're gonna disengage?
I am going to disengage.
Cool.
Bonus action, I'm gonna healing word Sten.
Okay.
Follow me! Let's go!
6 healing first time. Okay. Looking good. Back in the green.
Okay.
Y'all got healing potions, right?
No.
Don't believe so, no.
No,
Oh,
we
you
don't.
didn't go shopping for healing potions? Weird. Okay.
People, so
Pretty sure we
Okay.
used them real fast.
So Sten is warding off blows from everywhere, and he's still sort of frazzled, and a few sort of arcing bits of lightning on his gear. And he reaches into his cloak, and he pulls out a potion, and pops the cork, and uses a minor action to drink the potion of invulnerability that he kept from the first adventure, and forgot about the entire time.
All right.
Giving him
Can you put that in chat? I totally forgot what Potion of Invulnerability does. However, it sounds awesome and perfect for this scenario. I'm glad that you all are actually using what I gave you.
there you
Resistance to all damage.
go. So it's and that's a minor action, right?
Yep, bonus action, yeah.
Cool. And then he's gonna sort of call out to the agent, the leader, the lieutenant. He's say, "It's your last chance to surrender." And then he doesn't really wait for a reply, and he sort of hefts his axe, and there's another when a bolt of lightning comes down right next to him here. So where the bat is to the north, and it's going to hit here. It's going to make him his bat, and the rider to the right of the bat take a dexterity check at 13 to avoid getting frazzled.
Okay. Apparently I lost connection. I failed that, so go ahead and roll that damage, I think. It's damage, right?
$14 damage.
14 damage to which agent?
Well, that would be the lieutenant. So I have
Right
a
here?
ping. Yeah, so if you look the bat who's northwest of me, I struck the ground to the north of the bat, and then it hit everything within 5. So they all
Okay.
need to take a dex roll. But yeah,
Okay. They both failed, yeah.
and then
They
there's
already
obviously
rolled
the rider to the southeast as well. Yeah.
Okay. And right here, 14. Nice. Okay, so you see there's these splinters from the ground shoot up with fragmentation and end up peppering everyone in the area, wounding everyone.
And how does this engaging work? Is it use up a portion of my movement? Is that
It
right?
uses your action.
All right. I can't disengage. Well, that's
Correct.
fine, because I'm a hero. So, yeah, he sort of sags a little bit. There's obviously he's taking a lot of strain to do this, and increasingly there's sort of burns on his skin as he's channeling the raw power of the gods. And he's like, "Come on, we'll take it easy. You know, we won't even tie you up."
And that was the shield ability?
Pardon?
That was the shield ability?
No, that was my that was the lightning. I can pull down. I use
Okay,
an
yeah,
action to
gotcha.
pull down lightning every
Gotcha.
round for 10 minutes.
You might consider, and maybe I'm being a little too helpful, you might consider tossing that particular shield, the goat shield, or using the ability in some way.
It's oh yeah, I could knock somebody off the horse maybe, but it takes an action, and I'd rather just set things on fire.
You could throw it to a shield maiden or something. Okay, anyway, so here we go. We've got Svolterfar, if I can find who you are. Yep, it's that one. The one directly in front of you is going to reach forward and attempt to stab you for a 17 to hit, Sven.
No, it doesn't. I've got 18.
Clangs off your shield. All right. Bjorn, it's currently your turn. What would you like to do?
Right, you two stay back here, and then Bjorn's going to rage, use his bonus action to rage, and then Bjorn will move here and swing with Eikenskaldi at the rider. So,
Eikenskaldi.
that is a 13.
You say you're raging,
Yes.
and you are not recklessly attacking? You hit.
I can't because I use my bonus action to.
It's not a bonus action to reckless attack. You
It's
can do it as a
not?
free action.
Correct.
Dang.
Yeah, it's a free action. But
Okay.
you hit anyway. So if you want a reckless to try for a crit, you can, but you would hit. So roll damage.
Yeah, let the crit fish.
Okay, go ahead. Roll again. 5% chance there.
Sure is. Actions roll. No,
Nope.
it's just 14.
Roll damage.
That will be 14 plus 2 for raging. So 16 points of damage.
Please describe how you mortally wound this Faltafar.
So in just like in a blink, Bjorn is right next to the Svaltafar agent, and he just kind of like circle spins, bringing his axe around and into the Svaltafar agent, and carrying the Svaltafar agent over his head, and then just kind of throwing them off his axe.
Deethra like ducks underneath. Ah!
You stay here as well, and then Bjorn is going to use the rest of his movement, which I believe was.
You still have a salamander next to you.
Oh yeah, that's. I assume the 4 people back here can take care of that one salamander.
Okay, cool. That's up to you.
And Bjorn's going to use, I believe, it's 20 to get there, so 10 more. to kind of move up and go into the fray.
The salamander reaches out to bite you for a 20 to hit.
Yeah, they'll hit.
And that is... Ooh, that's a big one.
Oh, no.
10 piercing damage, reduced to half would be 5.
5. All right.
I'm sorry I was muted. Can I...
Oh, actually, I'm going to use my... Does that count as a weapon attack? That doesn't. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a weapon of it's an opportunity attack, but it is a weapon attack.
It is a weapon. Then I will use my reaction to cast Ice Shield, which means it attacks it.
It's its mouth, but I'll allow it.
Will you? Okay. So it just rolls at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Let me try again. I rolled better. I rolled a natural 20.
Nice. Okay.
Even then, it had advantage on its attack against you, so you're lucky.
That's fair.
All right. So, yeah, you've moved away, and I think that's the rest of your turn.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Here we go. Let me go ahead and remove that combatant. We have the Svoltifar agent next to you, Stan. An 18 to hit.
Just hits, yeah.
All right, just getting over the shield for 6 piercing damage as reaches forward to grab your shield and then stab at you.
Probably surprised.
Not with the glittering silvery barbs in the air.
Okay. A 21 to hit. Still connects.
So as the dagger hits his throat and he looks very surprised, it sort of scrapes aside, leaving a much sort of thinner mark than you'd expect. And the Svaltvar probably looks pretty confused as the potion of invulnerability takes effect.
For half damage, which is half of what I just said. I forgot what I told you for damage.
6, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Tulami. Sorry,
Well-
Sten, you have advantage on your next attack, ability check, or saving throw.
Chulami, currently your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna bonus action disengage. Oh man.
Yep, cool. And you're riding your salamander, so
Yeah. And
Sally will go
move
with you.
back. And then I'm going to I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. And I'm sorry, Sten. I hope you pass a dexterity check. But it's 20 by 20 feet, and it will hit everybody.
Okay, let me add another radius circle.
It is not damage though. It's not
yep.
damage.
So 20. You said
So-
20 by 20?
Yeah, 20-foot cube.
20-foot cube. Sorry.
What is combat if not a combination of cones, cubes, and circles?
And it's gonna be a
Platonic
green-
ideal.
Green light, and then any creature has to roll a dexterity saving throw. And if they fail, I think it's if they fail, then any attack roll against them is at advantage. But if you pass, I think that I'm not sure, the wording is weird, but I'll cast it.
Okay.
I got a 16.
All right, what's your DC?
It's 11.
Okay. All right, I'm going to roll for everyone from top to bottom. So the officer makes it. The bat doesn't make it. I will mark these as having been lit up. Let me get a shiny thingamajig. I'll put a radioactive thing on it. I don't know why, but we'll do that. This one, natural 1, does not make it. And this gives advantage, correct?
Yeah, advantage on attack rolls.
Passes. Next one up. Fails. Next one up. Fails. Salamander. Fails. Okay. That was an excellent spell. That worked really well.
And that
Everyone is
will-
lit up with the glittering greenish energy, you said?
Except for, I don't, yeah.
Okay.
Stun pass, so I'm not sure if the color is for everyone or not, but
Okay. Terrell, his turn. He's going to see that his friend came back and was fighting, so he's going to try and end the life of this salamander, but miss on the stab there. Toki, currently your turn. What would you like to do?
Toki's gonna curse under his breath and then run into with the agents And while he's running, he's going to flick his staff and cast Shillelagh as a bonus action. And then whop at this here salamander with his Shillelagh. For 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 11 magical bludgeoning damage.
Oh dear, okay. All right. You stagger the salamander as you connect with its scaly hide and it buckles. Still standing though.
And let's see. That's it. That's all I'm going to do.
Okay. This salamander attempts to bite Seakeeld, misses. This Faltafar attempts to stab Seakeeld for a 14 to hit. Probably does not hit. And the salamander attempting to bite Sven for an 18 to hit. Sven, that hits.
Yep.
Okay. That's a big one. It's got a big mouth. 10 piercing damage, reduced to 5.
Halfway in the more of the thing, I'm like,
As it sinks its teeth into you, the officer is going to ride the bat to swoop in and taking everything quite personally. The bat is going to attempt to bite.
You're taking this personally. I haven't touched you.
It is going after kinfolk. The bat will take a bite for 13 to hit Tulami.
I believe
What's your AC? It's higher
They
than
are
that.
frozen.
Okay.
Oh,
And this other one will hit. So 18 to hit. And that is gonna be. Oof. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. I'm sorry you're not here for this, Julami. That will be a total of 5 piercing plus the poison damage from this short sword. 8. 5 plus 8. 13 damage. As the giant bat swoops in and starts to hover, and is starting to have some mounted combat with Tulami. Seakilt, it's currently your turn. What are you doing?
Oof. Seakild is going to keep attacking the one that she's with right now. Yeah. Ooh, for it automatically rolls twice, but 2 nat 20s. So nat 20 for a 25 to hit.
Okay.
Confirmed.
I mean, love.
So
You took 13 damage, Tulami. You're at 5 HP. How much was that? I'm sorry, Seagild?
that is gonna be a whopping 9 slashing damage.
Okay, and that's to the agent in front of you?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Please describe as you swing your longsword.
Watching all of this happening, there's a bit of panic in her eyes, but she still tries to just maintain that tough shell, and so she just immediately gets into the zone and just goes for the kill, I'm assuming. After that attack, I think she is just going to run straight for...
That's fault of our agent is still up.
Still up? Okay. Then, regardless, she's going to circle around because Sten is surrounded and not having a good time. And she is going to action surge, and she's going to attack the Svaltfar agent to the south of Sten.
Okay. Go for it. You have advantage.
Oh, neat. Oh man, almost a nat 20. 24 to hit
Mm-hmm, that hits.
for 5 entire slashing damage.
Okay. You manage to cut through the agent's side, and there's a splash of blood. Would you like to do anything else?
We need to go. That's it.
Deethra, joining your efforts, Toki is going to reach forward and stab the giant salamander in the throat and force it to the ground as it squeals in pain, dying. And that salamander is dead before she hops over and rushes over to help Tulami. Ectelina, it's currently your turn. What would you like to do?
The silly little chat just likes to put an infinite amount of spaces when I try to unmute myself if I've been typing. However, I would like to stare down this leader guy on his little bat. And looking into the bat's eyes, can I, because it hears, what would the effect of an auditory spell be, like Dissonant Whispers?
That's a saving throw?
Yeah.
Of?
14 wisdom.
Fails.
So it takes...
Nice.
You muted yourself.
As it just hears this haunting, beautiful melody in its head, it is forced to reconcile with its own potential doom here, and now has to use its movement to get as far away from me as possible.
That was for the bat, correct?
The bat that the leader guy is riding on right now.
Yep, so the bat, as you see a squirt of blood and you hear a pop, it descends to the ground and crashes there, where the leader now needs to make a dexterity saving throw, does not make it, and is knocked prone as the bat crashes into the ground and he's knocked off.
So cool. I love doing that. And I'm gonna move a little bit further away towards our other Spaltaba friend.
Okay. Sten, currently your turn. What would you like to do?
So Sten's seeing this all going on, and then as Sighild wades into the fight next to him, he's like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going nowhere. And so he gets the shield up to the Svaltavar in front of him, and he brings it up behind it, and he stamps his foot, and there's like an after image of him, and all three of the ram's heads on it suddenly go out, and then there's a spectral green ram just rams directly at them, like as if it's raging out of the shield. And I'm going to use the free charges of my Shield of the He-Goat to do a +6 attack against them with advantage because they are surrounded by fairy fire.
Is that an area of effect?
I don't believe so. Let me
It's
just
just one? Which one?
Yes, one creature I can see within 60 feet of me. It's the one in front of me. The
There's-
north of me.
okay.
I apologize.
You,
I'm in the zone. I'm so into it.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Yes, I'm going to roll 2d20s for
Uh-huh.
the advantage because I've not got this on my sheet.
Sure.
And it's +6 on both.
Okay.
And I take the highest. So I believe that's... I
You
got
can use
a...
the dice tray as well.
Sorry, I got a 20 and an 11.
That hits.
So that is +6 to 26. And that will be, I think, 3d10 damage, but let me check. +6 on a hit. For each charge you spend, the target takes 2d10 damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. I maybe overdid this. I thought it was 1d10, but okay, so they might be turned into a jelly. So I'll roll some damage, and I'll use the dice tray this time.
There's a very loud crunch as all of the bones in their body breaks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 d10.
I can't
45
believe you've done
damage.
this.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Can I roll intimidate?
This Svaltafar agent knocked off the salamander, and you kill the salamander too, as they are both
man.
blown into bloody bits and pink misted beyond you, and you shut your eyes for a moment as you're just splattered with everything.
So there's a few more sort of sparks of lightning from Sten's eyes as he sort of turns towards Sighild, grabs him by the collar and swings him round, switching places with bait and switch, to use a D8 to add plus D8 to my AC, and to move between these two people. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right.
And that'll be my turn. Oh, plus 1 AC. Great.
All right. The Svolterfar will swing and attempt to stab at you, but only roll a 12 to hit. Will not connect. Bjorn, it's currently your turn. What would you like to do?
Bjorn is going to kind of run and take advantage of. I assume the leader is prone.
Yes.
He's going to take advantage of that, and he's going to kind of heft his axe up and bring it straight down on top of him.
Swing at advantage. You don't need a reckless.
Nope. Okay. That is a 22.
That hits.
For 13 plus 2, 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, how the turntables!
And then, as its bonus action, whoever can see Bjorn sees his mouth kind of go bestial, and these fangs bear out, and he just kind of lunges down and bites into the clavicle of this leader, of this Svolterfar leader, as a bonus action.
All right, roll to hit your bite attack.
I still get advantage, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Daddy. Sorry.
Wow. Okay. All right. It's an unarmed strike, yeah.
Yeah. So that's 13 plus, what is the unarmed strike modifier? Just strength and proficiency?
You hit.
Okay. And then that's a d6. So I rolled a 1, but that's plus 4, so 5 piercing damage on top of the 15 slashing.
You bite into the neck of this Svolterfar officer, and he's and of course is in great pain due to that. That's you now have a ton of blood dripping down your chin, and your axe is still buried into the midsection of this individual. That Svolterfar agent is dead. It is Tulami's turn.
Okay, so I would like to bonus action disengage and use my action to try to convince Deethra to climb up onto the back of this salamander, so that then we can make our way back.
I will roll for Deethra. Yep, cool. She jumps onto the back of that salamander.
And then I'm going to move 30 feet.
My armpits are sweaty right now.
So just so that everybody's aware, there's 2 Svolterfar agents left, 1 salamander, and 1 extremely wounded officer.
And then, yeah, I use my action though, so I'll wait until next turn.
Okay.
Are they ready to parlay yet?
I don't believe they are. This fellow, Terrell, is going to step over and kind of, with a pitying scowl, is going to place a boot onto the wound of this agent and do 1 damage. Toki,
On his way.
All
it is
right.
currently your turn.
Seeing the turn of the battle kind of going more towards their favor, Toki is invigorated, and seeing Bjorn hovered over the Svolterfar officer, he's going to rush over with his shillelagh very merrily, and then give the officer a nice bonk on the skull.
Dog pile.
All right, so let's do this. That's 13 to hit?
That hits, yeah.
Nice, for 11 magical bludgeoning damage.
I need for you, in the most stream-appropriate way, please describe how that Svolterfar dies.
So, as the Svolterfar is laying on his back, looking up at Bjorn, who just ripped a chunk out of his clavicle, has his, axe buried in his chest, and is watching his kinfolk stand on his wounds. Toki runs over, looks down at him, and kind of shakes his head and lifts up his shillelagh and bashes his skull in to end his misery.
Okay.
Hopefully a little bit painlessly.
Okay. You see him with his eyes roll back in his head and ceases to move. This Svaltafar is going to not necessarily giving up with a natural 20.
Sorry,
You had a bonus?
Yeah, I had a bonus action. I was going to use Healing Word and look at Sten and point a finger at him. It's like,
Okay.
Kick some ass.
Trying.
Okay.
And also, if you are hitting Sten,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to impose disadvantage with my reaction, please.
Do you have to be within 5 feet of the person attacking? Because it is the one on the left, which you are not next to.
Ah, shoot. I believe I have to. Let me just read through it super quick.
Because if you're going to use your shield, that would make sense to me.
It says, while wielding a shield and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet.
Yep. So you cannot do that for that
Okay.
agent. Okay. So with their short sword, it's going to reach out and try and shove past your shield to get you directly in the ribs for a natural 20. So that is going to be for you, Sten. 7 piercing damage.
Are you talking about the protection fighting style, Mirage?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure if it's 5 feet to the target, so 5 feet to your ally.
Do you have a 10-foot arm?
I thought Sten was 5 feet away, unless the map is all whack.
No, we're fighting somebody different. It's fine. It's
It's good. It's fine.
I misunderstand.
Mackenzie,
Happens
always
12
willing
times
to
a day.
argue with me, Mackenzie.
I'm
So-
just stupid.
So is that
So-
14 with the critical applied to it?
No. So that's going to be it's going to be 10 piercing damage, and then you have resistance, so it's going to be 5 piercing damage. All right, and then we have the poison damage, which will be 12, 15, plus another 6, 21, half to 10. Oh, do you have resistance against poison? Or just
Resistance
slashing?
against everything.
All damage.
Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. All right. Only 10 poison damage. Wow. How much HP do you have?
3. The sword sinks through the links of his chains, and Sten sort of coughs up some blood, which is sort of crackles with energy, and his sort of eyes start to roll back as he starts to come to the end of his tether, so to speak.
Okay.
Shit, Sten.
That was a really great move with the bait and switch, though. If I hadn't rolled a natural 20, it wouldn't have hit. So that's really good. Seakilt, it is currently your turn. What would you like to do?
Spin around and immediately slash at the agent right behind me.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
With another 24 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Yay. For a whopping 5 slashing damage.
Okay. You cause another wound that staggers this agent as they nearly fall to their knees.
She's just going to look at them and just be like, I think the tables have turned. I think you need to run now. And that's gonna be, I think. Now she's going to sidestep a little bit, so that she can
Okay.
hopefully protect a little better, but that'll be her turn.
Ectelina, it is currently your turn. What would Ectelina like to do?
Okay, Ectelina. Oof. So that guy to the left of Sten, the Svaltvar agent, I'm gonna raise my little bone flute up to my mouth. And as music plays through it, the cavern is like racked with this dissonant, like reverb, as like the stalactites shake and little pebbles fall from the, I don't know, the littlest pebbles fall around, and I'm gonna cast Song of Pain on him.
Is that a saving throw?
No.
That hits. 15, yeah. Which one were you aiming for?
I didn't mean to roll damage. I already rolled damage. The one to
The west of
what?
me.
the one to the left of Sten. Sorry, I clicked out.
All right. What was the damage you said?
It was 15.
Oh, okay. Please describe how that Svaltafar
Oh
does.
no, it's 3. Sorry, Red. Something wrong. 3 psychic damage. I'm a goober.
Okay.
Goofy goober.
That Svaltafar is alive and well.
But I am going to use my bonus action to Sten? Don't you drop now. You summoned Lightling like Milmir or whatever it was called.
Stan, it is currently your turn. What would you like to do?
Just putting my HP up by that 6. Very
sorry.
handy 6. No worries. So let's have a look. So there's one on either side of him. Let's see. So he's gonna turn to the one to his. Actually, I'm just thinking. Sorry, I should probably have thought about this a bit more. I was just so engrossed. I'm going to use command on the elf to the east of me. He's going to turn towards him over the shield and spit out some blood and say, he's just going to say with like a reverberating tone to his voice as he channels his energy, run! And then, so let me just get that up so you can, using the power of his divine domain. So he's going to display this. I'm going to roll it normally. Oh, wait, yeah. And that should be, they have a 13 save. I think it's a wisdom saving throw of 13. Otherwise, they have to obey the command.
Fails.
So I told them to run. And I'm not going to take the attack opportunity as they leave.
Okay. All right. It just so happens that's that Svaltafar's turn next, and she is going to turn and sprint away. Seakiel, do you take that opportunity attack? No? Okay.
Nope.
All right. Bjorn, currently your turn. What would you like to do?
Bjorn's going to spit the blood and meat from his mouth and pluck out the axe from the dead officer's chest and just beeline to this position right here and make a huge swing for this agent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's at advantage because we're flanking, right?
Because they have fairy fire.
Oh, they also have fairy fire. So that's 25.
Good thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that hits.
So 16 plus 2,
Yeah.
18 points of damage as he just kind of arcs this axe, aiming for like the midsection.
And you carve into this Svaltafar and nearly chop them in two, and they slump to the ground.
And then he's
lifelessly.
going to make a lunge for the salamander and try and bite into it.
Okay.
Tasty.
Yeah.
Hungry boy. That is a 15,
That hits.
and then a d6. This is 2 plus 4, so 6 points of piercing damage.
All right. You sink your toothy maw into the giant salamander.
And he lets out like a vicious kind of growl as he does.
Unless we're intent on butchering this salamander is running without its owner.
That's fine. He's gonna spit out the blood.
All right. We are exiting combat.
Oh, I did not expect us to get out of that one.
Who else wants some? And Bjorn's looking around for like the next thing to kill. Kind of like not. And then after a few seconds, he kind of realizes no one's around.
See, he'll just like move Sten back away from
Bjorn,
Bjorn a little bit.
you got red on you, and then Sten collapsed.
Bjorn's gonna use his furry bracer and kind of wipe it away.
As Sten falls, the storm that was being sort of filling the closed space of this cavern with sort of the rumbling, crackling of lightning and thunder sort of dissipates away into a blue, glowing mist.
Sighild will try and catch Sten as he falls with like very clumsily because she still has her sword and shield, but just sort of like whoop. Oh geez. Oh gosh.
Everyone all right? Are we all?
I
Everyone
think
all
we
right?
should ask, is everyone alive? Because I'm pretty sure none of us are all right.
I
That's
think
true.
he's alive. I think we just need to go since one of them got away. They might be coming back with reinforcements. I think we need to, and she begins to like sheath her sword and like hoist Sten over her shoulder. I think we need to go now.
Probably
Sighild,
for the best.
wait a moment.
And Toki's gonna pull his shillelagh from the skull of the officer and rush over and ask Sighild to put Sten down a moment. And then he's gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Oh, thank God.
For 10 HP.
I would like to prod through the pockets of this leader guy and his bat saddle.
Na bat saddle.
Roll an investigation check, please.
17.
Nice.
Okay.
What do you have in here, you dirty little? I didn't even. Not we didn't even hit you. You hit us first. I'm just grumbling.
So
It's fine, it's fine.
Sten picks himself up after some of the burns and other injuries on his body sort of close up. There's a silvery sheen on his skin from the potion, which sort of wears off quite quickly after the fight. And he says, "Do we get them all?"
We got them.
All but the one that got away, which again, I think we should go. You did amazing out there, Sten.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
really did.
Why do you guys not run?
Because we are not cowards.
I was trying to protect them so that they could run, but they just didn't. But I guess that worked out. I guess.
It is the power of friendship.
Really couldn't just leave you behind like that, you know.
Ectelina, you
Yeah.
find some parchment with notes written upon it with the vague description of both of your new companions, let's call them for the time being, and some other items such as the short sword of the officer and other personal effects.
You don't even carry anything cool into battle? No wonder you died.
No, I think the power of friendship and all that is all great and everything. But also we had a mission here. We're supposed to get these lovely folks to safety.
Right.
Sigild's right. We should get moving.
At least they
And
can't tell anyone else what they look like. And she waves around the paper.
when we are in combat and it doesn't look good and there are folks trying to hold the enemy back and you have a chance to run with them, you should run because that is your duty. It is your job to get them back safely.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to all of you.
I don't like that at all.
I said, all die. You think I'll be up there?
Loki didn't make it
Big
into
it, I'm
Valhalla
big.
because he ran.
My
This
job's not to run away.
conversation can wait. We need to move.
We
You're
do,
right.
you're
Yeah.
right.
I'm still on the salamander. Do I have space to keep going on the salamander?
What do you mean space? As in, like, are the tunnels
Like-
big enough?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stay on the animal. I don't want to walk. I'm at 5 HP.
That's fair.
And as you all make your way back through the tunnels, on your way back to Nilmgard, with you, the two escaped Svalterfar. That's where we're gonna stop for this week.
Whew. I don't know
Oh,
how we
all
survived
right.
that.
Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in.
Thanks.
We will do sign-offs. Overlay still broken because Zoom leaves much to be desired. So with that in mind, don't judge us for Zoom's failings. Oh, there's in the wrong spot, but there is Tulami once again.
Yay.
As Zoom scrambles everybody.
Oh, we established this. I'm Tulami now.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm still Toki.
You did change spots with Tulami though. That's funny. Okay, so if we want to do sign-offs, we'll start with Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave. I don't really have a footprint in social media, but I like to run tabletop role-playing games and Friday and Folks, which is Friday's Discord server. I'll put the link in chat if that's okay. And if you want to come in and put yourself in looking for the group, you can maybe play a fun one-shot or something one weekend with me. Also, I'd like to wish everybody in the British Isles an happy Mother's Day, because it's Mother's Day today, but British style. So it's Mum's Day. Nice. I'm going to throw the ball all the way over to Toki.
What up? It's your boy Neckbone. You can
Consistency.
catch me on Twitter at Neckbone93 something. It's in the Twitch.
Wow.
I play D&D obviously here on Kobold Press with Friday, and I also play occasionally every other Monday Gambit, spelled Gambet. Catch me there. Don't go to my Twitter, please. Bye. I'm gonna
frozen.
pass that off to my boy Alex.
Am I back?
Yeah.
All right. Hey everyone, it's me, Alex. I play on a couple of different channels. I've been on a couple of different podcasts, but you can mostly catch me, here on Sunday. And starting back up, I believe this Tuesday is our Empire of the Ghouls campaign. Right here on this very same channel. So super excited to be playing that again. And there are a couple other projects coming up that I can fill you on when I have more information. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to pass it over to my best friend, Kenzie.
I'm somebody's best friend. Yeah, that's really cool. Hi, my name is Kenzie. I really like to play Ectelina the Bard, but more so, I love to DM Empire of the Ghouls here on Kobold Press on Tuesdays, this Tuesday, in fact. Never been more excited, so please, for those of you who enjoyed Is Friday, come watch them ruin my life next to America's Sweetheart is Candor. Kobold Press, Tuesdays. You get to see the lovely and magnanimous Dot as well, who is hidden in chat right now. But yes, you can follow me at Kenzie the Hon on Twitter and Instagram, where I promise I will have more of a following, and I'm starting to run games and stuff, like on the professional level, so keep an eye out for that if you like me at all. I'm gonna pass this big old wiffle ball to the spectacular artist, Alta Mirage.
That's a me. Hey, I'm Altamirage. You can find me literally everywhere at Altamirage. I'm an artist. I do a lot of D&D stuff, a lot of D&D character art, group art. My commissions are open. You should definitely hit me up. You can see my art at Altamirage Art on Twitter. You can also just see my art, again, literally everywhere at Altamirage. But hey, my cat just had to go to the emergency vet and cost me my entire first paycheck. So if you want to commission me, that would be great. Oh my God.
Help us beat the American healthcare system.
American healthcare system. Happy British Mother's Day. All right, I'll pass this to Dina.
Hi, I'm at PodFanatic on Twitter, but also please don't go. It's nothing D&D related. It's literally my innermost thoughts, and you don't want to hear those. So I also play on Thursday nights at twitch.tv/Indigo Chameleon. We play The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and it's been super fun. I've been playing a rabbit, so come watch me there. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's all for me, other than this.
Hey, so thanks to Lou Anders for creating Thrones and Boats. It's a super great campaign setting and the adventures by the Assorted Writers. And thank you so much for tuning in. Please check out Roll vs. Evil if Dot wants to slap that into the chat once again to support the people of Ukraine. Yeah, my handles are on there. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.